Clippers will direct their energy to Game 2 as they look to even the series. Chris Broussard still with us. Chris, you tell me, what did Game 1 tell you about what we can expect here?
Well, it was a lot of what I expected. I think this is going to be a great series. I'm giving the Clippers a legitimate shot, even without Kawhi Leonard, who I don't expect to see at all in this series. But they showed against Utah that to write them off under any circumstances is foolishness. So I'm giving them a shot. That said, I got the Suns in 7. They have the home court advantage. They're the healthier team. And Chris Paul will be back at some point within a game or two. So I think the Suns take this. But I learned 2 things. One, and I felt it, but you saw it yesterday, the Clippers aren't going to be able to treat DeAndre Ayton like they did Rudy Gobert.
True.
So they were able to exploit Rudy Gobert, on the perimeter by getting him in mismatches. They can't do that with DeAndre Ayton because Ayton is more athletic. He's a little more comfortable and able to guard on the perimeter better. So with his length and athleticism, I don't think that'll be something the Clippers will be able to take too much advantage of. And then the second thing is just Devin Booker. Devin Booker has been underrated and overlooked for the last 5 years. Whenever we talk about the best 5 players, 25 and under, he was rarely mentioned in the top 5.
Correct.
And he is showing now that he is a budding superstar, a star who's a budding superstar. I was saying all year, as much love as I gave to Chris Paul, he was 3rd on my MVP ballot. It is a 1A situation there, 1A, 1B situation. A lot more than people gave it credit for. I had Devin Booker on my 2nd team All-NBA. And he didn't sniff the first 3 teams All-NBA. So I think he's finally starting to get his due. I've talked with Devin, and he loves Kobe Bryant. Kobe mentored him. Kobe schooled him on the Mamba mentality. Kobe felt he had it anyway, but he just talked to him about it. And Devin wants that Mamba mentality, and I think he's got it, and he's showing it. So remember, too, and not that the Clippers stopped Donovan Mitchell, but Donovan Mitchell's 6'1". Devin Booker is 6'5". So he's a 6'5" version to some degree of Donovan Mitchell. And so I think he is going to be able to lead the Suns past the Clippers. Good series, but I think Phoenix gets it.
Oh, Chris, I wanted to show you my parlay winnings. I won this, the Bucks.
We're talking about the Clippers.
Oh, my bad.
Because you have been wrong about the Clippers every series all year long. I don't know.
I would be right about this one.
Huh.
I agree with you, Chris. It's Devin Booker and what he was able to do without Chris Paul. Because normally when Chris Paul is there, he can just focus on scoring. Well, yesterday, not only did he need to score, but he needed to get other guys involved also. He was sensational. A 40-point triple-double. He's one of 4 men that can say they've had this type of performance in a division or conference final. So that goes without saying what he means. Because like you said, and he's just not in love with the 3. Sometimes I think Donovan Mitchell falls in love too much with the 3, and he doesn't put the ball on the floor and get to the mid-range. Devin Booker is like, hey, I get to this mid-range, I'm more deadly than shooting the 3. So what's the point of, I know analytics says, take the 3, take the 3. But what good is missing a 3 when I can get to 15 feet and make that shot? But I think the biggest difference is the difference between Phoenix than what you saw in Utah. Bridges, Crowder, Craig, Booker can defend off the bounce. They couldn't stay in front of those guys. So when they space the floor, Skip, they get into the paint and they're kicking the guys wide open. Rudy's standing in the paint, and you want him to close out the corner 3s. You're asking too much. Crowder can stay in front of you. Bridges can stay in front of you. Booker, Torrey Craig can stay in front of guys. So you're not going to ask DeAndre Ayton to do quite as much. Give the Clippers credit, Skip. They spaced the floor. Ty Lue, like you said, he'll come up with a game plan that's going to say, okay, this is what they're doing. This is our counter to it. And he's going to force...
Throw Chauncey Billups in there, too. He's like part of the brain trust.
Who I believe is going to get a head job this year. I believe he's going to get a head job this year. So with that being said, I'm not counting them out either, Skip. I learned my lesson. They were down 0-2 both times, and I said, you know what? But you know what, Skip, remember they was picking all-star teams? And everybody said, man, the Utah. Man, why y'all didn't pick Rudy? Why y'all didn't pick Donovan Mitchell? And there you have it. This is why This is why.
All I heard the last series was, Donovan Mitchell is so overlooked and underappreciated. He's a superstar. You can see it every night. And slowly but surely, and I give you, he's much shorter than Devin Booker is, but they figured him out to the point that on, Friday night, when the Clippers finally closed him out in 6, Donovan Mitchell in the fourth quarter was 2 of 9. Okay, so it kept happening. Slowly but surely, they would figure him out. And there were moments on Friday night when he blew them off the floor, and so did Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah, but Skip, in a situation like that, I want you as the best player on the team, as the superstar, to settle everybody down, to let everybody know everything's going to be okay.
I got it. But now you're seeing there's some flaws in his makeup.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Devin Booker was Kobe-esque yesterday. I can't. He was so special that he was even shredding the double teams with great not good passes, great passes to open shooters who made a whole lot of open shots. But my Clippers made 23s to only 13 threes at Phoenix for the Suns. That's plus 21 from the three-point line. You would think they could win that game.
Oh, yeah, you probably would.
But when Devin Booker's going for 40, it's hard to overcome his two-point shooting because he is deadly from the mid-range.
And they had 6 guys in double figures. You had 3.
Okay, I got it. And now here's where you really got me. If Marcus Morris Sr. has a knee injury and he was dragging his knee around yesterday, I might be finished here because it's enough to lose Kawhi. But what do I always tell you guys? They tend to go weirdly as Marcus Morris goes. Okay. Well, he was 0 for 5 from 3 yesterday. They made 20, but he didn't make a 1. And it hurts them because he gets open shots and he can defend at a premium level, and he was not around at the end of the game to defend. So now let's get to Devin Booker and put him in some perspective. I tweeted in the second quarter, I guarantee he will cool off, in all caps. Well, he did in the fourth quarter. At the 9-minute mark, after he had another little salvo, if we could quickly see what happened from the 9-minute mark down to 20 seconds left in the game, Devin Booker went completely cold. Nobody seems to remember this, but he missed 5 straight shots. Here's the first one. That's a way short clank. And here's the second one. That's a way off left. That was almost an air ball. Here's the third one on Reggie Jackson. He pulls up, and he misses it badly left. Here's the fourth one on a drive shot. He's going to drive it and throw it up over to nobody. He hits the top of the backboard. That's like an air ball. And then here's the fifth one on Reggie Jackson. It's pretty far off again, back iron. Okay, there's 5 straight shots. So I'm thinking, you know what? We got him on the run. Clippers cut it to 2, 20 seconds left. They're inbounding on their end of the court. If we could see this play one more time. This is the weirdest, worst defense I've ever seen on a play of this magnitude. Rondo's sort of looking at the basket, and he lets Devin Booker run straight underneath him and continue to curl off that set for a dunk, a wide open dunk. This is the play of the game. If you stop him here, you're going to have a shot to tie or win the game. And I don't know what Rondo's trying to be, sneaky, shrewd, genius Rondo. And he's actually facing the basket, guarding nobody. And here comes Devin looping around the set. And Rondo just doesn't take him until it's too late. And he runs. He's got obviously a big step on Rondo because Rondo's facing that way and is playing outside the whole set. I've never seen that happen before. I fell on the floor and nearly died.
Oh, you showed... Chris, did you see what Skip Bayless did? He showed 5 of Devin Booker's miss, but he didn't say anything about Devin Booker scored 11 points, 11, 6, and 5 in the fourth quarter. And the guy playoff P, from the 9-minute mark, he checked back in at 9:05. Can you tell the people at home that didn't get an opportunity to watch the game how many shots did he make?
I'll tell them exactly what happened. Over the last 6 minutes of the third quarter, Paul George actually outplayed Devin Booker and scored 14 quick points in 6 minutes and got them right back in the game, which was tied going to the fourth. Thank you for bringing that up.
Oh, I could hold on. I'm about to look at something different on my TV because my TV keeps saying that Devin Booker scored more points in the third quarter than Paul George.
How many is barely?
He had 18. Your guy had 16.
Oh, okay, wow. But my guy got 14 late.
What happened?
To bring it to even going to the fourth. Way to go, Paul. Playoff T.
So what I'm seeing is when the game was right there and it mattered the most, how many points did your guy get?
Okay, but everybody was chipping in by then. Reggie's getting hot. Rondo's got a hot hand, made 2 threes and a drive shot. Okay. Did we not get within 2 with 20 seconds left? Well, all we got to do is stop them one time and Devin Booker's gone cold?
If playoff P gave you more than 1 point, you might have been ahead by 10.
If we get the ball back down 2, maybe playoff P makes a 3 to end it right there.
Skip, you're going to have to foul because there's only 20 seconds. You're not going to get the ball back because they don't have to shoot a shot.
What are you talking about? If we get them,
Oh, you want to steal? Oh, so
we would steal the ball. What if
really, Skip?
Well, really, that's what they were trying to do.
So you gonna pull a Larry Bird against the Pistons? You gonna steal the ball and go throw it to DJ? He gonna lay it up.
Hey, my team came from 25 down in the third quarter on Friday night at home.
That says more about Quinn. That was about what they did.
Well,
do.
it may be, but it's hard to come from 25. Right. It's hard to come from 0-2 down at Dallas when you're 30-11 down.
No, not with the three-point shot now. No lead is safe because we've seen it too many times. We've seen it too many times. We just saw Atlanta come back from 26. We saw them come back from 18.
Clippers got guts and grit. You know it.
I'm not saying, but guess what? I got to trust Monty. In Monty, I trust.
Really?
This Phoenix team is more athletic. They're more athletic than Dallas or
Utah. Yes,
Utah was.
Chris.
Yeah, so that's going to be an issue too.
So much good stuff from you. So much over the weekend. I feel like we could continue for hours about everything. Chris, we'll check in with you very soon. And I want to go back to Trae Young, guys. Did this series against Philly make him a top 10 player? Did he prove that?